Not enough review for retention. It's a year behind in math. My kid didn't retain anything. It stalled us in 5th grade. I wouldn't use their language arts for younger years. I don't know about you, but after reading these, I felt like I needed a cup of tea and a support group. So, with comments like this, is this even a curriculum you'd want to consider? I've used Masterbooks, I've tested Masterbook, and I've sat through more Masterbook debates on Facebook than I care to admit. And here's the pattern I see every single time. Half the mums are raving, "It's a dream, my kids are thriving!" And the other half are saying, "I'd rather teach with an old set of encyclopedias from the 80s. It's like the pineapple on pizza debate in the homeschool world. Passionate, divided, and a little bit exhausting. By the way, if you like pineapple on pizza and this video, then hit the like button. So let's cut through the drama and start with one of the most common complaints. So one big critique is there's not enough review for retention. This lady said, "The language is totally enough for my child who retains things easily, but not quite enough for my child who needs the repetition. Masterbook's math really picks up in the second half of grade 3. I think it's more than enough." Another said, "In our experience, there wasn't nearly enough review for retention. You can come up with review exercises on your own, but then it's no longer open and go." So if your child's brain is a steel trap, you'll be fine. If your child's brain is more like a colander, then you're going to be making up your own review sheets. At that point, congratulations, it's no longer open and go, it's open and on it. But here's a quick tip to make it work if your kid's a colander brain. Masterbooks sells extra practice books. They're not always in the main package, but they do exist, so buy them if you need to. And speaking of needing a little bit of extra help, let's talk about math. Some parents say early grades start out almost too gentle. This mum said, "I feel like Masterbooks is so weak when it comes to helping younger kids learn to read. I would really not use their language arts for younger years. Their math is pretty behind. I love the gentle approach, but it just didn't work well for her." And this next mum's comment represented a lot of other things that people were saying in the forums too. She said, "For me, it seemed a year or so behind when it came to what it was teaching. It was definitely 1 year behind my father's world." Another said, "For sure, the math was behind. It stalled us. My 2nd grader did learn new concepts, but when I compared it to other curricula, it seemed a year behind. I love the idea of Masterbooks, but it just wasn't the right fit for us. Yikes." But another mum said, "So while it starts out gentle and can be received as not rigorous enough, it has worked wonders for my kiddos so far." So this is perfect if your kid can't sit long enough than to take a lick of peanut butter off their celery stick and leave the celery. Oh, come on, Penny, please, at least just have a bite of celery, please. This next mum said, "In the earlier years, Masterbooks is not too advanced, and in some cases, Math K, it can seem behind, but it helps to ease them into school with short lessons, which really help my boys that have a hard time sitting still for more than 15 minutes, and it helped them build confidence." So this seems to suggest that the gentle, slow approach is very much a part of the way Masterbooks rolls and wants kids to learn, and some mums love that. But by 5th grade, some of the mums hit the "where's my step-by-step math guide?" They panicked. Spoiler alert, it's not there. This mum said, "Now, I'm not a fan of their math because of the lack of instructions on how to teach it. We did okay until about 4th grade. And in 5th grade, I just had to find a different curriculum. My brain may be wired a little differently, but I can't work a math problem like fractions in my head. And I have no idea how to get the correct answers, so I need step-by-step instructions to teach or even help with upper level math. And their curriculum just doesn't have that. So if you need clear upper level math instructions, you may need to supplement. Or you can just have a math savvy friend on speed dial." And while we're on the topic of pacing, it's not just their math that's gentle. It's baked into the whole philosophy. Masterbooks is heavy on Charlotte Mason. Short lessons, narration, learning from living books. Fans say, "It saves us hours a day and my kids like school again. We don't want to be sitting inside for 7 hours a day, replicating the public school system." Critics might say, however, that's code for skipping half of the things that a kid should be learning in a decent education. But then this mum said, We're in the upper grades and we think it's great. It's Charlotte Mason based. Maybe people just don't like it because they are not that type of learner. I love how it gives you all the facts and everything you need to know, but also combines other subjects like writing in their history lessons. So neither is wrong. But if you love the color-coded checklists for every subject, this style may feel a little bit too relaxed. Now, if you thought the math debates were heated, wait till we start talking about the language arts. I nearly spit my tea reading this next exchange of comments. Mum 1 said, the people who say that Masterbook's language arts is not enough are probably not utilising everything the book has. Mum 2 said, I was, and it wasn't enough for my boy to retain the material. Mum 1, sorry to hear. I hope you found something that works well for you. So some kids soak it up, others retain nothing. It's the difference between teaching a sponge and teaching a Teflon pan. But for all of the families who say it didn't click, there are just as many who say that they loved it and it was exactly what they were looking for. And I noticed there was one thing that parents who loved it did, and they always did, the placement test. That is, you can't go into Masterbooks and just assume that grade 3 is level 3. Many mums said, don't listen to people who say that Masterbooks just isn't rigorous enough for young learners. Another mum also added, if you use it long term, lessons end up sticking. They introduce a new concept and don't provide a lot of practice on that, but it is brought up again and again, sometimes in the same level and always in that year. Another mum said, I have been using Masterbooks over the last several years. After trying so many different curriculums, I fell in love with Masterbooks. It fits my family like a glove, and my kids have lived in the books. So the gentle pace can really build confidence for hesitant learners. And the open and go format means you're not spending every night doing lesson plans. So is Masterbooks too gentle to graduate? I'd say it is on the gentle side. Easy. Wait, did she just say it's easy? Yes, I said it. It's on the easy side of the academic scale. But if you start with the placement tests and you plug the gaps with extra practice and you love the Charlotte Mason approach, it can absolutely be enough for college and career. But if you are craving something a little bit more hardcore, then click here where I break down the more rigorous homeschooling program. And yes, some of these will actually make your kids sweat. But if you want to have a look more at Masterbooks, click this video right here to learn more.